Hey guys, this is Hunt for Games. Originally released on the PlayStation 3 in 2012, Journey is a unique and beautiful game from ThatGameCompany about a mysterious robed figure wandering the desert towards a distant mountaintop. Although a brief experience, it won countless gaming awards and was even nominated for a Grammy under Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media, a first for video games. 3 years later, it's been re-released on PlayStation 4 with full HD visuals and a higher frame rate. But is this desert trek worth revisiting on the new platform? Here's my review of Journey on the PlayStation 4. Graphically, this game was always an achievement. It's the go-to benchmark for beautiful sand in gaming. The art design for each area is just amazing. From the harsh beauty of a stark desert world to a darker descent to massive underground caverns, each environment looks like stills from the concept art come to life. At 1080p, the overall image is much smoother, and the simple design of the structures, objects, and characters can shine through. The higher frame rate makes some of the higher motion scenes much more pleasing to watch, and these were already impressive. But most people probably won't care about the difference, or will look back and swear it looked that good before. It's not as obvious of a difference as, say, the HD version of The Last of Us. This isn't to say it doesn't look amazing, because it does. It just looked amazing back in 2012. The gameplay of Journey hasn't changed. It's identical to the original. The left stick moves you around at a fairly average pace. There's no jogging or sprinting. The right stick or controller tilting pan the camera around. Circle allows you to sing or speak to your surroundings, and holding it down creates a large sphere of influence. This interacts with different creatures in different ways, like the fluttery claw things or the magic carpet sand dolphins. Finally, X is to jump, and holding it allows you to fly if your magic energy scarf has been filled up by coming in contact with other creatures. It's incredibly simple but effective. At heart, Journey isn't about complex platform jumping or 360 no-scoping noobs. It's all about progressing through the environment and trying to understand it and your place in it. The multiplayer, if you could call it that, is also as seamless and invisible as it was before. Some ways in, you can encounter another player who silently appears by your side. With no indication of whether it's a real person or an NPC, it continues the game's trend of little to no explanation about what's going on, and just lets you make your own assumption. In my first playthrough, I was so happy to have my nameless partner. The game feels so lonely, with these empty vistas and a story told entirely through visual storyboards. When you finally meet another person, the concept that you no longer have to go on alone is incredibly comforting. Or at least that was my reaction. To recapture some of that first playthrough experience, I asked my girlfriend to play through it, and much of this footage is actually her playthrough. Her immediate reaction to the appearance of another player was annoyance. She felt like her game had been invaded, and she just wanted to play it alone, to do it herself. I was astounded at such a polar opposite of my feelings, but that's part of what has always made Journey so amazing. Everyone's experience is very personal and unique. No two people will ever really have the same emotional reaction to it. In my entire playthrough of Journey on the PS4, I continued to say how beautiful it was, how amazing the music sounded, and what a fantastic experience it is in gaming. Never in there did I think about how much easier it was, or how well the new control scheme worked, or how all these new options really gave it a better feel, because none of that's true. None of that was altered from the original, and that's a great thing. With a game like this, I think the worst thing you could do is change any of the original formula. Having said that, if you've already played it on PS3 and don't have any strong urge to play it again, I don't really see any reason to revisit it here. But the great news is that it's free if you already own the PS3 version, so there's really no reason not to grab it and check it out regardless. It's a great opportunity to play through it again a little differently than you did the first time, or show it to somebody who might have missed it last time around. If you've never played it at all and have a PS4, please do yourself a favor and check it out. It's one of the most unique experiences in gaming I've had to date, and even back on PS3 I thought it looked so good that I framed a still shot of the famous passing city scene. It's hanging on my wall as I record this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on whether Journey on the PS4 is a worthy addition to the platform, or if it could have just stayed on the PS3. Like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.